At it again, and we've got to talk about rapper Killer Mike, who won 3 Grammys and was arrested on a night where he won 3 Grammy awards, right? And there's been some speculation as to why that happened, and you know, it is quite interesting. Call me a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, all right? But you know, we have to at least ask the question: why was he actually arrested? We're going to be diving into that a little bit today. So like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
You can't tell me that you get too old. You can't tell me it's too late. Hey, Mike, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. What the fuck? Tell us about it.
Yeah. So on a night that, you know, he was supposed to be celebrating heavily, he got suspended in a jail. Okay. Now, here's the report from TMZ. Booked for battery on citizen's arrest. Vid shows security face-off. TMZ has obtained new video and info that sheds more light onto the Killer Mike situation, including the fact that he's now being booked for battery on citizen's arrest. This after he allegedly got physical with a security guard at the venue while out in the rain. Law enforcement tell TMZ Mike was booked for misdemeanor battery Sunday evening. This after a private person's arrest took place at Crypto.com Arena. We're told Killer Mike, KM, that's what KM stands for. And let me put my thing there. Okay. Is accused of knocking down a security officer after they did not get out of his way quick enough. Knocking down a security officer. The apparent aftermath of which looks to have been caught on tape. Seen here. We got a hold of the video that seems to show Mike being chased down outside in the windy rain, where security personnel can be seen attempting to stop him, with Mike looking determined to get by them. You can't see any knockdown, as he has been described to us by, as has been described to us by law enforcement, but it does look like he faces off with security guards in tense fashion. Eventually, Mike was cuffed and led away in the rain as well. It's still unclear what exactly led up to this. Remember, just moments earlier, he was inside soaking in the Grammy win. So, yeah, I just have so many questions about this entire thing, and I'll play this video clip here of the alleged encounter outside. That's Mike. You can barely see him. See the guy standing in his way. He's trying to walk by.
No, we don't know right there, but yeah,
that's pretty much the entire video. Yeah. So, like, even if he did walk into somebody and happen to knock them down, like was he running at them? Like, I don't know, name your favorite running back, right? Was he running up the hole like Derrick Henry at the security guard and bowled him over? Like, I'm just confused. Was he just excited and like was skipping down the hallway or running because he was super happy and wasn't paying attention and somebody got bowled over? Like, I don't know, man. I just find all of this really interesting, considering the fact that not long ago, he went on to the show with Bill Maher, and he had this to say. Now, I can't show you guys the actual video, but I will play the audio. Listen to what Killer Mike had to say to Bill Maher. Now, this is recent. Check it out.
What are your feelings on the election coming up? I mean, Biden and Trump. Are you as depressed about that as most people as a choice?
My feeling is pick your policy, not your person. Find out. This is
i.e. Don't care about what they say about Trump. Look at his policies. Don't look at the person. Look at the policies.
This is not the Dallas Cowboys versus your favorite team. This is the policies that will affect our generations for the next 20, 30, 40 years to come. So close your eyes, listen to the policies that are being pushed, and pay attention even to the people who don't have a chance of winning, because they're going to say policies you may want to push. And I would say do that, but make it policy based.
So that means
make it policy based. Now listen to what Bill Maher had to say immediately after saying that.
So that means you're for.
That means I'm for black people and happy Black History Month.
But you're not saying one candidate over the other?
Hey man, my nigga, you ain't gonna get me in no trouble tonight. Hey,
No, that's your job with me, to get me in trouble.
My grandfather gave me some stellar advice sometimes. He said, son, sometimes you just got to know to stay out of white folks' business. And this time, I'm going to keep my mouth closed. I still like the policy that the old man had that I was supporting. I would encourage people to find who's supporting that policy and see what happens.
I still like the policy that the old man had that I was supporting, i.e. Donald Trump. I still like the policies that the old man had that I was supporting, Donald Trump. And look, Bill Maher still keeps trying to push him to say, hey, go with Biden.
That policy and see what happens.
But you can't get yourself to say vote for Biden over Trump?
You want me to list it now? So now
I'm just saying that.
Can he get himself to apologize for the crime bill? Can he get himself to get his head out of his ass and say, black people, you are black regardless. I need you to tell me what I need to do. Can he pick a coalition of former people who are affected by drug laws, street gangs, recidivism and crime, and say, I need you as a board to advise me how to fix federal prisons? If he can do that, absolutely I can. So my challenge is out there.
All right.
The thing about how perspectives change over time. Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, I'm ashamed that I voted for the '94 crime bill. You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. In fact, I drafted the bill, as you remember.
I know that.
Yeah. So I do think it's a fair question to ask. It's a very fair question. And that's not the only time that he spoke out basically in support of Trump or against Biden. There was another time as well.
Biden. Has he let down black people?
Well,
he might not let down black people. He ain't let down me. I knew what we was getting.
You knew he was getting?
Yeah, I knew what we was getting.
Because black people thought it was going to be an extension of Obama.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
You crazy?
Black people didn't think. If they thought he was going to get an extension of Obama, they was exactly right. Somebody who's not going to do very much for your community.
Do you think Trump did more for black community than what's that?
I would rather deal with the devil I know. And what I mean by that is, for the first time in my lifetime, I saw with Trump a casino owner, a business person, someone who was just looking to cut a deal.
Okay.
And I feel like we had a better chance of cutting a deal between him and Biden with him. I didn't vote for him. I didn't necessarily want him to win, but I'm like, man, being a kid who had been in the streets, I'm like, he'll cut a deal. The other guy not going to cut no deal. He's not going to even listen to us. So I think Biden has been who he has been his whole time. I think he is the same politician that invoked the word super predator. I think he is the same politician that pushed for disproportionate sentencing between crack and cocaine. I think he's arrogant. I think he is ignorant. And I think he does not have the best of our community in mind, nor do I think the black advisors he has. I don't think that the Democratic Party has in the last 60 years done right by black folks.
Okay.
I think that black Democrats, like Marion Barry, have done right. I think Maynard has done right. Andy has done right. I think that we've had, was it David Washington in Chicago or New York? Whichever.
Washington, Dinkins.
Dinkins. I'm saying Dinkins.
That's your black side.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, man.
Negro.
Washington.
But I think that we've had some black Democrats that tried their best, but as a party, I think the Democratic Party could do much better by us. And I think that if the Democratic Party and their leadership does not do better by black people, I think what they're going to start to see is in pockets, black men in particular start to exit that party for other options.
Thank you.
Sounds familiar, huh? Sounds familiar, huh? Shout out to Officer Tatum too. Shout out to Officer Tatum. Yeah, this whole situation is crazy, especially when you guys remember there was a guy who went after Biden. He's a mayor in New York. You remember what happened almost immediately after he went after Biden? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? And then, like, his campaign manager got in trouble. You guys remember that? It could have been a coincidence. You know, gotta say that. Could have been a coincidence. You know, he could have just criticized Biden, and hey, they just so happened to find some things on him. You know, I don't know. Or something else is going on here, right? Something else is going on here. So I do think it's a fair question to ask. Was he arrested because of what he recently said on the Bill Maher show? Is that why? Because he refuses to endorse Biden? I mean, you heard Bill. He tried to get him to say it. Even after he basically said, no, I'm supporting Donald Trump. Oh, well, you can't just say support Biden? No, I can't. Okay, well, sit in jail then. How about that? Deal with that. You know? I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. I mean, maybe he did assault, security personnel, whatever. But I don't know. I just find it fishy. I just find it real fishy. How about you? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.